Tonight on Supersize versus Superskinny, you've got a ringside seat when underweight scrawny Kevin...
Look at it, and you wonder why you're the size that you are with the breakfast...
Still eating it?
...meets his match in food machine Julie.
It's now worrying me because my body's only going to take so much.
Why not treat yourself?
A treat is a big fat cream cake. That ain't a treat.
Serial failed dieter Anna Richardson goes to the next level. Hypnosis.
How old are you? About 9.
And flab-fighting Gillian gives her big-bottom girls from Wales a surfing lesson with a difference.
Get off your ass! Oh, my God!
Microscopic Kevin is a super skinny, desperate to pile on some pounds.
I've got to that point where I do think that I am probably the lowest weight that I've been, and that I am probably too thin, and that I obviously do want to build up a little bit.
Kevin will be spending a week in this feeding clinic overseen by Dr. Christian Jessen. Kevin's undergone a full medical to make sure he's fit for purpose.
5'9½".
An average man of 5'9.5" should weigh 11 stone.
8.5 stone.
Which means that Kevin is 2.5 stone underweight.
Worries me a little bit because I didn't realise that I was that thin.
I mean, your body mass is about 16.5. Now, for me, an ideal body weight is about 20 to 25, OK? So you're well under, you really are quite skinny. You've got no body fat on you whatsoever. Nothing.
I don't have the time to eat with the lifestyle that I lead because I have 2 jobs. I'm literally always really busy and just miss meals because of that and just suppress it. And should really just... the reason I wanted to do this show is because I'm the lowest weight that I've ever been.
Kevin, originally from Doncaster, moved to Brighton 2 years ago. Along with his new life has come responsibilities. With rent and bills to pay, Kevin holds down 2 jobs. This hectic life means no time for proper meals.
It's to do with my manic lifestyle, the reason why I don't eat. It's not on my radar all the time, really. I don't actually realise it till later on that day that I've actually not eaten anything.
His day job in a department store means an early start. Breakfast is the usual, a coffee and a fag. He almost never eats breakfast.
Usual, please.
7 hours later is lunch, with just a pit stop to a cafe for his favourite, a scrambled egg sandwich and a coffee. Even his first meal of the day isn't really enjoyed. He wolfs down what he can and gives Brighton's other residents the rest. After work, there's no time for dinner as Kevin needs to get to job number 2 as a barman in a local pub.
I'm always on the go. I don't like sitting down really for long periods of time, and just my lifestyle's really affected my diet, really.
Well, he doesn't look like he eats anything at all. I've seen him eat twice in all the time I've known him, so I don't know where the energy comes from.
After a whopping 16 hours at work and only an egg sandwich, dinner is just an orange juice.
A long time without any actual proper food in my body, and what am I doing to myself? And I need to sort that out.
But someone who does make plenty of time in her day for food is Julie, Kevin's nemesis. She's a supersizing 26 stone.
I find it strange how an underweight person could eat nothing, you know. It just seems strange to me, because I eat so much.
For serial eater Julie, her day is an endless love affair with food.
How long is it going to be? About 20 minutes, darling.
But with son Jordan also eating the same, she's decided to face her issues once and for all.
He's not immensely overweight, but whilst I carry on eating what I'm eating, obviously he's doing the same. But I couldn't help him if I can't help me.
Julie's got just 4 days to teach Kevin the joys of eating. And by sizing down to his portions, Julie's own weight problem will be tackled once and for all.
370 pounds.
Yeah. It's now worrying me because my body's only going to take so much.
These two are polar opposites when it comes to dangerous, extreme eating. Their bodies scream the results. Julie's waist is more than twice the size of Kevin's. What she doesn't know is that she is literally busting a gut.
You've got a hernia as well, haven't you?
Is that what that is?
Yeah. So you've got two muscles here and here, and they've got weak and they've gone to the side, and everything else in your gut is sort of pushing out, and that's what that is. It's not serious.
Is it dangerous?
No, not dangerous at all. As you lose weight and you get a bit fitter and your muscles tone up and things, it'll get better. Do you think you're going to learn something from this swap?
I think I'll be really hungry at the end of the week.
You think you're going to cope with that?
Yeah, I mean, I'll definitely cope.
Yeah.
It'll open my eyes, because I can never understand, because I've always liked my food, how anyone can be really skinny.
I think that feeling of hunger that you say you never really experience anymore is actually going to be quite a good thing for you.
With an 18-stone difference, these two are here to teach each other a hard lesson in food and nutrition. By swapping diets, they will be shocked into facing their own body issues and be forced to finally change their relationship with food for good.
It's going to be hard for them, because if they're not used to eating and then all of a sudden they've got all this food to eat all of the time, it's going to be very difficult, very difficult.
But for Kevin, there are more basic concerns.
I just think if someone was overweight and smelly, then that would be just my worst nightmare.
It's time for Supersize to meet Superskinny.
Hello.
Hi.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Julie. I'm from Harlow in Essex.
I'm Kevin, come from Brighton.
You nervous?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
I weigh 8.5 stone.
I weigh 26 stone 3. Very slim, isn't you? Mine's
it's
almost
double,
double,
isn't it?
because
Yeah.
like yours looks like really little. Have you always been that way?
Yeah.
I would associate an underweight person to be more a woman, really, rather than a man. Found it quite shocking, just, you know, how skinny he was. Tiny, you know, no fat on him whatsoever.
Julie will be trying to add curves to Kevin by handing over her meals for the next few days. To show them exactly what they've got to stomach, Dr. Jessen's going to demonstrate what a week's worth of their food looks like.
It's time now for us to have a look at exactly what it is you've been eating.
Kevin's up first with a week's worth of his teeny tiny breakfasts.
With your cigarettes, you use them as a substitute for food. Cigarettes suppress your appetite, so that's how you can get through a morning without eating, but your body is suffering because of it. That looks like egg something.
Scrambled egg sandwich.
What's that? Oh, look.
Chocolate
More
crisps.
chocolate, more crisps. And as yet, I haven't seen anything green. Is that it? In an entire week.
With his busy lifestyle, Kevin should be consuming 2,700 calories a day, but he's only getting 2,150, which is an undereat of nearly 2 days' worth of food a week.
I can't believe there's not one cooked meal there, Kevin.
You know that's not good, don't you?
Not good at all.
I like hot cross buns. I tend to have a couple of them in the morning.
With what?
Butter and jam.
Here comes full English.
Yeah.
So it is basically 2 breakfasts that you're
Yeah.
getting through, isn't it? How many cups of tea would you have a day?
About 6 to 8.
I worked out that if you combine your sugar intake, your butter intake, and the milk that you use, that's about 1,500 calories a day. Just in that.
The average woman needs 2,000 calories a day. Julie is consuming a staggering 5,000. That's 35,000 a week, which is a jaw-dropping overeat of 10.5 days' food every week.
I can't say you're missing lots of important vitamins and minerals because you eat so much food that you are eventually getting them, but it could be so much better. From this point onwards, this is where we swap you over on your diets, OK? And the whole point is you're going to learn from each other.
It's then quite alarming how much food she does actually eat.
Compared to yours?
Compared to mine, the fact that she has 2 breakfasts usually in the morning, I'm a bit cautious about what I'm going to have to eat now over the next few days, and I think I might get fat. Scary thoughts.
Coming up,
Look at it, and you wonder why you're the size that you are with the breakfast. I'm not saying.
tempers reach boiling point in the feeding clinic.
Can we start? I need the toilet.
Anna Richardson's dieting quest pushes her under.
How do you feel?
Like I've been asleep for about 1,000,000 years.
And Gillian McKeith tries to get her wobbling rears surfed into shape.
By the end of the 4 weeks, I want your Welsh rare bits to be the tightest tushes in the valley. Fan big bums! We're a nation of large arses, the biggest in Europe, in fact, and I'm on a mission to reduce them. I'm here to get your bums into shape! But first, I'm travelling the length and breadth of the country to see the extent of the problem and amass an army of big bums. My platoon of plump posteriors will all do a tour of duty to test gadgets that claim to trim your tush. Have you got a toned bottom or not? I can help you get a toned bottom. Stop right there, madam. Can I have a feel of your bottom? Now, you need toning in that bum. What about your bottom? Is it a nice bottom?
Huge, huge.
Does he have a soggy ass?
No, he's got a good ass, man, but I'm not gay.
A bit of wiggle, madam. My survey has revealed that the average British bum clocks in a whopping 40.5 inches. It's time for action. Tonight, I'm taking on some mighty Welsh dragons and their beefy buns. What have you done to yourselves, ladies? Can you come down here for a minute? This is the most exercise she's had all week. A 52-inch bum. What are we going to do?
Maybe a miracle?
An average of 46.1 inches, my Welsh wobblers are 6 inches over the national average. A side-splitting total of 507. That's the same width as 7 Mini Coopers laid end to end.
Let's go surfing now, everybody's learning how.
Surf's up at Cardiff Bay from a soggy-bottomed babes, and it's time for them to ride the waves. Ladies. My surfer friend here, Scott, who's going to help us today. I'd like you to unzip your jackets and get into your bikinis for me, please. Felt the cold?
Oh, come on, man.
But will a bit of rough and tumble with their very own hunky surfer get rid of their ripples? We're going to practice because we want to get the action right. So, into the water, please. But these girls don't need to get wet and wild. Even though I've arranged a private surfer for each of these ladies, it's less man and more machine. So it's time to step inside. Come on in. Yeah, there we go. What I want you to do right now is to find a board and stand beside it. Right then, you wanted tight asses. Mount your surfers, please.
Let's go surfing now, everybody's learning how.
Ladies, listen up. I want to see you go from beached to peached. Retailing at £399, the makers claim that this surf simulator can trim and tone the trunk of the body and that a daily half-hour session could lead to an inch-a-week loss on your rear. What this will do is it's going to tone your stomach, your bum, your thighs. You're really going to feel it in those areas.
In my thighs already.
They're getting into it. Pretty good. Get off your ass. Oh, my God. Ladies, by the end of the 4 weeks, I want your Welsh rare bits to be the tightest tushes in the valley. So get surfing, okay?
Super skinny 8.5 stone Kevin, who's got no time for proper meals, has swapped diets with supersized 26 stone Julie. It's their first night in the feeding clinic, and Kevin's dinner is about to get supersized.